Going live. So you need to go to the beginning.
All right. Part 2.
Yeah. Hi, Green Tea.
Hello again. We're back.
Right. Now, Connor rang us up and said nobody could hear us. Was that true or not? Could you hear us? Bloody hell, Connor. I think that was just him trying to get us off.
Mari's in New Zealand and can hear us crystal clear.
Bloody Connor's down the bloody road. Bloody hell.
Oh, and Green Tea's in the US.
And she can bloody hear us.
Oh, well. And Johnny's not quite as far away, but...
And he's loud and clear. Brilliant. Well, I think what we've learned is we can't show any pictures or videos. I think we were trying to be a bit above ourselves.
Oh well. We're back now.
We're back now. Well, Connor's not back yet. But anyway, let's hope everybody else comes back in. Get a pen and a bit of paper because we're going to do a quiz. You got more bloody chance of winning now because everybody's fucked off. I've took my hat off because I'm getting overheated. It was more to draw the crowds in.
Yeah.
The fashion.
Well, you know, we were doing so well. It's good to see everyone in, so many people in already.
Bloody Connor.
Yeah.
Right, you be in charge of that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Green Tea, when we used to do our RT live stream. I haven't done that for a while. Right, should we give it a few minutes? We've got this little quiz, or should we just get stuck in?
Well, yeah, we might as well start, I suppose.
Right, get a pen and paper. Now, this is going to be the first person to type the answer in the chat box. And no cheating. We're all adults. We don't need to Google it. Connor's not even back yet, for God's sake. I'm going to probably text him, say, get back in. Get back in. You can talk when I don't if you want.
Oh, right. Yes. Seamless. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm interested, like when Mari's talking about, she was having a listen to your read of the Vengeful Jinn, because obviously that's, certainly the Legends of the Jinn centre around the Middle East area and around the Arabic areas. So yeah, again, going to Turkey. I'm interested. Apart from the really ancient sites, it also goes to a lot of the sites that feature in the Bible. I don't know. It does seem. I think Mari mentioned in the chat about Cliff High. You've been listening to quite a few of these things recently, but whether it's by design or it is actually connected on some level with what's going on, but there's so many biblical references, and it all seems to be tying in with, I don't know, what these things from the ancient world. So it seems like a good time to be going to that area, sort of thing. And
yeah,
I don't know, maybe that's part of the reason. Obviously there's lots of different levels of reasons, but why Israel's kicking off and doing what they've been doing. I mean, so much of all these things that have been going on, these wars around that area, I think are connected probably to the ancient sites there and its links and its significance to all these ancient societies. So maybe that's part of the reason. I know there's all these surface reasons as well, like money and resources and all those other things, but
we're not talking about that tonight, though.
We're not talking about that tonight, though.
We're not talking about that because we've got, in case anybody does know or doesn't know, there's somebody that's kind of almost in our family, will be soon, who is from Palestine. So 30 of her family died, and we had a massive whip round because Egypt are charging £7,000 per person to get out So we had a whip round and they got some of their family out.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about that tonight. Right, let's start. We're not going to be all depressed tonight.
No.
This is the book I got Connor, who just phoned us up and said, I can't hear you. So we all left, and apparently everybody except Connor could hear us. Thanks, God. I would swear it's just an excuse to get me and you off here because he's embarrassed. This is a really funny book that we found in the works. We got it for Connor. So get ready for a bit of a quiz. Now, it's the first person to type it into the chat box. We're going to write your name down.
Right.
The first person to get the answers. It's 10 questions, and there's a little prize that we'll send you if you email me your address. I've got most of your addresses, to be fair, but there will be a little prize. So fingers on the keyboards, please. Number 1, okay, is number 4. Right.
It's exciting, isn't it?
It's exciting.
It's exciting.
It's bloody exciting. Quiz time.
Yeah.
We're going to do this every week. According to some conspiracy theorists, why was Osama bin Laden's assassination a hoax? A, he'd been killed several years before. B, he never existed in the first place. C, he's still alive and living in Brazil. Ready, go.
A, B, or C?
Or write the whole thing.
Whichever.
He'd been killed
C.
several years before. Mark.
Oh, right. No. Right.
He'd been killed several years before.
Okay.
He never existed in the first place. He's still alive and living in Brazil.
Oh, yeah. Well, answers are coming in. That's
Mari said C.
Yeah. And Green Tea said C. Ben and Nick have gone for A.
Right. So who's the first one to go for A?
Ben's the first one in on A.
Ben's correct.
Yeah.
And Nick was correct, but he just got there before you.
Yeah. Just
Ben says
just ahead.
he thinks it's A, but it is disputed. John's put blue.
John to get a special
prize for a special person. All right, John. Right, okay. Right. So Ben is winning. Right, the second one. What? This is bloody seamless. I got bloody post-it notes and everything in there. Right, get ready. So number 2. Okay. Some say the Shroud of Turin bears the imprint of Jesus after his crucifixion. The cloth shows the image of a bearded man with injuries similar to those associated with being crucified. The position of the nail wounds, however, raised suspicions about the authenticity of the shroud. Where were they? A, in his palms. B, in his wrists. C, in his feet.
I didn't know the answer to this one. Okay.
I'm going to tick them off when I've done them. So we've done that one.
Well, answers are coming in.
Right, have a look then.
Green Tea's gone in for B.
Who's first?
Green Tea's first one to answer with B. Mari A. Ben said wrists B. And so has Nick said B.
Who's the first one to say A?
Mari's the only one with A.
Oh, that's why there's a conspiracy over it, I think.
Oh, well.
Because most people think that he had the nails through his wrists, but on the Shroud of Turin it shows it in his palms. I might be wrong.
Mari wins that one.
Oh, Ben, Mari's creeping up behind you. That's probably a nice thing because she's a very nice lady.
Absolutely.
Right. So number 3. We thought we'd have a little quiz every week and a little prize because we're quite generous, Mark, aren't we?
Oh, Mari, I don't think you want to admit any helping hands on this, you know.
Oh, bloody hell!
Well, we're going to have to. Yeah. Well, you won't cheat on the internet, so you know.
Ben has won twice, 2 years in a row. I think Ben, is that not right? A lardy in competition.
Was it Weird Weekend North or something? One of the
Yeah,
conferences?
we've watched it about 16 times. And I love that T-shirt. It's this like really happy family from the 50s, and it says they're happy because they eat lard.
Mhm.
And I think that was an actual advert from the 50s. I might be wrong, but it's hilarious.
Oh no, Mari was just being distracted about Oreo cookie ice cream.
Oh!
But she still got the answer right.
So they're distracting you.
Maybe that's the secret.
That's how they do it. But you still want it though, Mari.
Yeah.
Right, now this is why you need a pen and paper, everybody. So draw a grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 9 squares. Hopefully you can see that.
You haven't given people.
I did. I told them to get a pen and paper.
Oh, did you?
It's not my fault if they haven't gone and got a pen and paper, Mark.
Right, okay.
They're adults.
All right. Okay. All right.
So draw that. I'll read it out. So it's 9 squares, and left to right. BLV ISEERE. Right? You see that? Can you see that? Can you find the 9-letter word hidden in the grid? Right. Me and you can sit back and put our feet up for this one.
Right.
Who was here? We'll probably get copyrighted for the music. Keep a lookout, Mark.
I'm
just
looking.
sit back and have a cup of tea, this one, I think. Why should we do all the bloody work?
What's going on there?
John, I'll put it up again. This is like Countdown. It's exactly like Countdown. And he's like Whiteley. We heard something about Whiteley, didn't we? A conspiracy about Whiteley. We were like, eh?
Oh,
What was it? It was on the Sheep Farm podcast. What was it we heard?
Was he something like connected to like military, or did he do something?
Yeah.
They were talking about Lewis Collins, who was in Who Dares Wins. Ben knows all about that film, and apparently he actually went through SAS training.
Yeah.
And
Whiteley.
well, that was Lewis Collins, but what was Whiteley's connection?
I can't remember. I highly recommend the Sheep Farm.
Yeah.
It's only £2 a month to get both of their hours. They put something up every Saturday. Sheep Farm. They're so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody got the answer yet, Mark?
I've got no answers coming in, I don't think.
Are you guys still trying? I figured it out. Go on, Nick. What have you got?
Believer.
Almost, Nick. Quick. Almost. Nick, you've lost one on the end, my love. Get it in there before somebody else does.
Oh. Believers, yeah.
Oh, bloody hell. I thought Mari was going to come in through the back through the back passage then.
She's oh Christ.
Eh?
Freddie Mercury's singing to her apparently, so that's possible then.
Oh, look, she was very close. Well done, Nick.
Oh.
Well done, Nick. Right, get Nick down.
Right.
Well, this is bloody exciting, isn't it? And there is an actual real life prize.
Yeah. Very exciting.
Yeah. Right, number 36. On 9/11, controversial. Geological readings led many people to the conclusion that the towers were blown up with explosives planted directly underneath the buildings and not by the enormous volume of fuel that ignited after the 2 airliners exploded. When did the geological surveys in New York record the greatest amount of seismic activity? Shall I read that bit again? Just the end bit, I think. When did the geological surveys in New York record the greatest amount of seismic activities? A, immediately before the Twin Towers collapsed. B, as the Twin Towers were collapsing. C, 3.5 minutes after the final collapse. Bubble, bubble, bubbly, bubble, bubble. I'm quite good at that.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Don't forget to thumbs up it.
Ben's gone in with C.
Jason Burmis is always like, thumbs up it. Can we get 100 thumbs up? No, not with 11 people watching, but...
Right, we've got answers in already.
Oh.
So Ben said C, Mari A,
Oh.
Nick B, Green Tea A.
Who's the first one to say A?
Mari.
Mari. So, the geological surveys in New York record the greatest amount of seismic activity immediately before the Twin Towers collapsed. Explosion.
John Fettler said Wednesday.
I think he's playing his own game. Somebody else playing a game with John by himself. Thumbs up him. Thanks, guys. So immediately before the Twin Towers collapsed. But we need to talk about Judy Wood, don't we, Ben? And you know more about that than we do.
But yeah, was it the
9/11 truth?
Yeah, but was it energy? I can't think of words. What was Judy Wood's thing? That it was a directed energy
weapons.
Brought down. Yeah, I reckon they probably. I don't know what's going on in the chat now.
Bloody hell, they're all on crack.
Andrew Johnson straining at the leash. Yeah. But I think they probably used a combination of various different things.
Honest to God, the more I watch that, right? Okay, that plane just like goes through. Where is it? The plane just goes, and the wings don't even go. The wings don't even crack off. If an aeroplane hits a building, right, the wings are going to go, but it's like a butter. It's like a knife going through butter. It don't look right to me, Mark.
I think there was probably holograms to maybe.
Fucking conspiracy theorist.
There was a good documentary. I think Richard E. Hall. We didn't do the documentary, but he put it on his channel. I think it was a guy in America.
The thing is, there's so many theories, and most of them are out there to muddy the water. But what do we need to know? Basically, it doesn't really matter how it happened. We just know it was a load of bullshit.
It was quite interesting. I think on that same film, there was that lots of people don't realise things like there was a hurricane just off the coast of New York around that time. And also like in like the days before, there were these strange like sort of earthquake things where stuff was opening up like on roads and stuff around the area. So say maybe that was them trying out like an energy weapon because it was just sort of then just blasting.
Well, let's not talk about fires in California for Christ's sake. Right, let's go on to the next part of the quiz. Where have we got to? It's like a pub quiz without a pub.
Mario trauma from watching the crash. Yeah. AFM was doing Mac Ultra.
Speak up a little bit, babe.
AFM was doing Mac Ultra on the US forces where I was. Oh, I don't quite know what
Hurricane Erin, Ben said the hurricane was called.
Yeah. I don't quite know what that means, Murray, but
yeah, a lot of people think that the Judy Wood thing played a part in it. Right. Justification, she said, didn't she? Right, okay. 46. Right. So let's have a look. 46.
Yeah, Nick thinks Judy Wood's on spot on.
Some theorists suggest that the US government was responsible for the devastating tsunami that struck Southeast Asia on the 26th of December 2004. What do they believe triggered the tsunami? A, directed energy weapon. B, nuclear bomb. C, cloud seeding. That could have been bloody any of them, couldn't it? Right, keep a lookout, Mark.
Yeah. So Murray's gone with C, just ahead of Nick with C, and Ben's gone with B.
Right. Anybody else? Any more on
Green Tea B?
Scores on the doors.
So
who's the first one to come up with B?
Ben.
Yeah.
Just beat Green Tea.
Yeah. So
you nicked me bloody pen.
It's actually my pen.
Well, I had a pen.
Have it.
That was my pen.
No, it was my pen originally. It was my pen.
My bloody pen.
So some theorists suggest that the US government was responsible for the devastating tsunami that struck Southeast Asia on the 26th of December 2004. What do they believe triggered the tsunami? A nuclear bomb? Well, that's a bit terrifying, isn't it? It's a bit bloody terrifying. I don't know a lot about that one, to be honest.
No, I don't think I'm aware of that one.
But bloody hell, what's going on now? All those bloody volcanoes and bloody...
Yeah. Mind you saw the... it was quite good, that thing you put up on the community post, Mr. B.
Mr. B, free. I never get his name right. But, yeah, the solar activity, massive solar tsunami, literally just before the tsunamis on the world, and people are like,
As in
oh yeah,
Japan,
it's got to be facing Earth to do that. Well, it was. If you go and watch the actual, I just put up 20 seconds. If you go and watch his actual thing, he goes all into it, and it's terrifying.
Mari, sorry, I didn't know. American Forces Network, AFN.
Mr. MBB333. That's it. I can never remember that.
Thanks, Green Tea.
It doesn't roll off the tongue, that does it? But yeah, he does amazing stuff. There's another one called Dutch Sense, that does really good stuff on the weather and what's going on. Dutch Sense, I think it's called. Right. Okay. Let's have a look at this one. Right. According to some, for what reason did corporate executives devise the hip-hop music genre? A, to increase sales of tasers. B, to boost profit margins of drug cartels. C, to keep private prisons full. I believe in bloody lot of them. So, according to some, for what reason did corporate executives devise the hip-hop music genre? To increase sales of tasers, to boost profit margins of drug cartels, to keep private prisons full.
Right, so Nick first with B, then Mari with C, Green Tea with B. Ben says could be any of those.
Yeah. Right, so the first person to put B, to boost profit margins of drug cartels.
Nick got in first.
Is it right?
Oh.
I've just read the wrong one.
Oh, you're teasing him.
I've got it wrong.
Teasing him.
It's the first person to do C.
That was Mari again.
To keep private prisons full. Beyonce.
Not Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Oh, hip-hop, not.
Oh.
So Mari's leading the whole overall
Give
challenge.
us the scores on the board so far.
So Mari's
Mark.
got 3, Ben's got 2, and Nick's got 1 so far.
Bloody hell. Ben, do you want me to get the lard out next time?
Anyway, what kind of a live stream are you setting up here, Liz? Blimey.
Not of you in that bloody act. Right, let's do the next one. Why do some theorists believe that Elizabeth I never married? A, she was a robot. She was a robot pretending to be Elizabeth. Oh, I like that one.
Oh.
B, she was a man pretending to be Elizabeth. C, she was a reptilian alien unable to mate with humans. I mean, some of us are a little bit mental to believe all three. A robotic male reptilian. Sounds perfectly bloody feasible.
Well, yeah, one Elizabeth to another. So Mari's first in with B, then Nick with C, Mr. Fettler's with C, Ben's with C. So the majority are going for C, except for Mari.
So most people think that she never married because she was a reptilian alien and able to mate with humans. I love you guys. But unfortunately, it was B. Well done, Mari.
E, I was trans. Mari again.
So most people, I don't know if it's most, but theorists believe she was a man pretended to be Elizabeth. I'm not funny. We watched that program, that stupid film on Netflix at Christmas. What was it? Running Away from Me. What's it called? Obama wrote it. That film we watched on Netflix.
Oh, leaving
the world or something. What's it called? The Obamas did it. What's it called? Write it in the thing. Ben, you did a video on it, I think. Anyway, what's the name of that pretty woman?
Julia Roberts was in it. Yeah.
God, the older she gets,
the world behind.
The older she gets, the more she can't hide she's a bloke. Don't you think? And Bullock, she's another one. The older they get, and bloody Kissinger's wife, the older they get, the more they can't hide the blokeness. But Julia Roberts, I'm just sat there, the whole of my family, like 96 of them all down there, and I'm like, well, he's getting on. And they're all like, for God's sake, I'm like, honestly, Julia Roberts, looks like a man.
Maury says, I'm calling him Obama.
What, him and old Michael? I love the way that his book is called Becoming Michelle. Well, of course you had to become Michelle because you're Michael. We're just a bunch of crazy conspiracists in this house. Right, let's go to...
What are we on? Question number 8 next, is it?
Oh, I think
Yeah.
it's 10, isn't it?
8?
Oh,
No, the next one's 8.
oh yeah,
We've
yeah.
done 7,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, I've bloody lost some now.
Oh, no, I think that's... Well, that's
Don't worry, we just pretend it. It's all going fine. It's all going fine. You keep an eye on that as well.
All right.
According to here's one for Ben. According to QAnon, who conspired against Donald Trump while he was president of the United States? So who conspired, according to QAnon, who conspired against Donald Trump while he was president of the United States? A, some people think he still is president of the United States. A, an alien cabal of hoax climate change profiteers. B, a secret communist order of reptilian politicians. C, a global child sex trafficking ring of satanic cannibals. There's bloody all of them, isn't it? Right, keep a lookout.
Oh, keep a lookout. C for Mari.
Oh, she's
First
fast,
one.
mate. She's fast.
Just beating Nick.
Oh, Nick's
also with
fast.
C. Yeah, Green Tea C.
C.
Fettler A.
Oh, you're a bit of a maverick, John, aren't you?
Ben's all three
All
again.
So Ben thinks it was an alien cabal of hoax climate change profiteers who are a secret communist order of reptilian politicians who run a global sex trafficking ring of satanic cannibals. I'm with you, Ben.
Yeah.
But the actual answer, who was the first one to get C? Mari, wasn't it?
Mari again.
Bloody hell, Mari. You got a really crap present coming your way.
I was going to go a long way to New Zealand, and she's Mari's only just woken up. I mean,
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Right. Now, that says it's it, but I don't think it is it?
No.
Yeah, I know. I know. I think I've taken out too many. So, okay.
What about this one? Oh, no, you've got that one.
I got to do that one. Right. 1, 3, 5. Okay. This one says, the debunked 2016 conspiracy theory. Sorry, Connor, I defaced your book and I put, no, it wasn't. It wasn't debunked. The no, it wasn't debunked 2016 conspiracy theory. Pizzagate claimed that which high-ranking politician was leading a child abuse ring from a Washington pizzeria? A, Bill Clinton. B, Hillary Clinton. That's funny, isn't it? Instead of Hillary, I said Hillary. C, Barack Obama. So who was running this according to, well, probably us? Hillary, Barack or Bill? Right, who we got? What we got going in?
Nick's coming with B.
Oh,
Mari B.
Nick's coming in strong.
Ben's A and B.
Oh, right, yeah. I see what you did there.
Fettler's B.
Yeah. So who was first with B? I think it was Nick.
Yeah.
Nick's coming in strong.
Yeah. And so was Obama. No, don't go there. No.
Right.
Green Tea's afraid to answer. Don't blame me, my dear.
Right, I don't know which I was, because you wouldn't let me have the pen. I wasn't able to do that. So
well, you could have had it.
This is all your fault.
Oh.
No, I don't want it now. I'm just going to pick this one.
We've got one more question, I believe, to make 10.
Right. Get your pens and paper out again. We got another one of these. So 9 squares in a grid. And it is ETU, BSC, EAD. Got it? ETU, BSC, EAD. I might carry on because I'm quite enjoying it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I reckon Mari's going to win the overall thing anyway, as it stands at the moment, but...
Favouritism.
No,
I might go up to 15 because I'm quite enjoying myself.
Right. Loving life. I was kept him quiet for a bit.
Go up to 15. Go like so that I know when to stop.
All right. So it's right.
Well, this is quality watching, isn't it? If you're not playing.
Maybe you could sing a song.
No.
Oh.
I'm looking for the answer. because I'm going off piste.
Oh,
Right, okay,
Christ.
got it.
Right.
We got anybody answer that one yet? I forgot what the bloody question was. Oh no, it was the grid, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't think we've had an answer yet.
ETUBSCEAD. Bloody hell, Ben, I thought you'd have got this one. We're just doing this to give ourselves a bit of a break. I might have to glue them both together, mightn't I? I can't be
What are you
bothered.
gluing together?
Well, bloody my son said, we can't hear you, so we all backed off, and apparently they could all hear us. So we got 2 videos now.
Ben's hopeless at anagrams. Well, you're good at
Ben.
everything else, my friend. So
We found something Ben can't do.
well, scrunched up your stuff you've got.
Come on, guys. I'll go on to the next one, shall I? I'll go on to the next one. Humbling it is. Not enough coffee. Right. Does everybody concede that one? Celiac? No. Does everybody concede that one? Oh. Right. I'll count to 5 and then I'm going to give you the answer. 5, or we're going to count 4, 3, 2, 1. It was abductees.
Oh,
Ben.
God.
Bloody hell, Ben.
Oh.
Nobody got that one then?
Nope.
Right. Let's all get on to the next one then. Whose father did Donald Trump link to Lee Harvey Oswald, the infamous assassin of John F. Kennedy? Well, you know, some say he was, some say he wasn't. Ron DeSantis, Ted Cruz, or Joe Biden? Whose father did Donald Trump link to Lee Harvey Oswald, the infamous assassin of JFK? Ron DeSantis, Ted Cruz, or Joe Biden?
Ben struck in with C and just beating Nick with the same answer.
Right. Any more for
Bettman's
any
gone
more?
C.
Any more for any more? It was.
Murray's gone B.
Any more?
And obviously, he was not the assassin of
Yeah,
JFK.
we
know.
Patsy.
Green tea's gone B.
Yeah. So who was the first with B?
Mari again, would you believe?
Mari. So it was B, Ted Cruz. Donald Trump linked. Whose father did Donald Trump link to Lee Harvey Oswald? So Ted Cruz. So Mari is like leaps and bounds, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's putting us all to shame.
Yeah, very impressive.
Right. Some theorists believe that HARP is a secret Star Wars era weapon employed by the US government to influence domestic and foreign affairs. What does the acronym HARP stand for? High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, High Alert Acoustic Responder Program, High Altitude Alien Reconnaissance Program. High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, High Alert Acoustic Responder Program, High Altitude Alien Reconnaissance Program. There's all these A's and B's. I don't know which one it was for now.
Yeah, I think Green tea's B was for the previous one. Yeah, it was. So A was the first answer on this one with an A. Mari A. Ben A.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Right. So who was the first one for A?
Nick. Just beating Mari, then Ben.
Oh, well done, Nick.
Green tea coming with B.
So High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. So Nick got that one.
Yeah.
Well done, Nick.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to have 3 more. It would have only been 2 more, but you were really rubbish at the anagram. Right. In 1944, the Port Chicago disaster killed hundreds of US Navy servicemen in a matter of seconds. How do some theorists account for the blast that took place? A nuclear experiment gone wrong. B, a sneak attack by Japanese forces. C, a weather control experiment gone wrong. I'm just going to look at the answer and then I'll read it
Oh,
out again.
Tina's here. Hi, Tina.
Hi, Tina. Happy New Year. Just talking conspiracies as we do. We're having a little quiz. Right, 113. 113. How are you and the family, Tina? So, does anybody, shall I read it out again?
Yeah.
In 1944, the Port Chicago disaster killed hundreds of US Navy servicemen in a matter of seconds. How do some theorists account for the blast that took place? A nuclear experiment gone wrong, a sneak attack by Japanese forces, a weather control experiment gone wrong. So, have we got any answers yet?
No, but Tina's doing very well, so that's good. That's the most important thing. Lovely to hear from you, Tina.
We haven't even got any guesses. Oh, green tea's put C.
Yeah.
John's still thinking.
Tina's gone B.
Oh. There's an actual prize for this, Tina, but I think you've got a long way to catch up, my love.
We're almost done.
Yeah. Oh, Mari did C.
Yeah.
Is Ben answered?
No, Nick's gone C
Nick's
as well.
gone C. Yeah, all good fun. Ben, we're waiting for you. You might have snuck off somewhere for all we know.
Who's come C?
C. Oh, you're all wrong. A nuclear experiment gone wrong. That's 2 nuclear experiments gone wrong.
Wow. Yeah.
What happens when one goes right?
So no one got that one?
No one got that one.
No one got that one.
Right, so I've got to find 2 more.
Yeah.
No, we don't like those ones. Not very good at the old
anagrams,
not very good at the anagram. I'm going to do one anyway. Just 1, not 3. These want you to do 3. I think that's a bit much. Okay. Rearrange these letters to reveal 3 ways to spread conspiracies. I'm just going to do the first one. AI informs Monty. I'm just going to do the first one. So how can rearrange these letters to reveal 1 way to spread a conspiracy? AI informs Monty. Now, you're not very good at these, are you? So we're not expecting much.
Well, Nick got the first one.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
oh, well done, Nick.
Yeah, and I think someone else got it as well, was it? So, yeah.
1, 2, 9.
Ben's liking with more anagrams.
You don't like him?
He's not happy with it.
You don't like him?
No.
Or if you want, you can try the other 2. If you get 1 of any of these, then let's make it easier. How can you spread conspiracies? AI informs Monty. Askew Fen or Dragon Papa? They're really easy when you know the answers. Rearrange any one of those, and the first one to shout one of those out. Come on, wakey, wakey. We know you love a bloody anagram. There's a really rubbish prize waiting for you on this one. If you get more than 1, then you get 2 points. Come on, guys. How do you spread conspiracies? Well, this is what I would say. How do you spread the opposite to conspiracies? How do you spread news? How do you spread the news they want us to hear?
No.
I'm a bit disappointed, guys.
I think anagrams is a bit of a washout.
I'm usually quite good at anagrams.
Yeah, but you're not competing.
Oh, Tina! Yay! Tina, fake news. Thank God for that.
Oh, and Green Tea came in 1 missing information.
Yes, 1 was missing some information. Tina got fake news first, and the last one was propaganda.
Brilliant.
We won't do any more of those.
Tina and Green Tea.
Right, so how many more have we got to do?
Last one.
Should we do an anagram?
No.
Oh. Right, this is the last one. Well done, Tina.
And Green Tea.
In 2013, a huge meteor was spotted descending toward Russia and exploding in a massive ball of flame over the, what's that say?
Oh, Christ. Chelyabinsk region.
Chelyabinsk region.
Chelyabinsk.
Probably how you say it.
Yeah.
What do some theorists believe caused the meteor? A, radioactive satellite falling from orbit. B, a computer game manifesting in real life. I love that. I think I came up with that myself. C, part of the moon detaching. 57. Oh, Mark's interested in that.
Interesting, yeah.
57. You're going to laugh.
Oh, okay. The scores are in, or the guesses are in. Not guesses. Mari C, Nick A, Tina C, John Fettler C. Ben said it was none of them. It was just a meteor.
Ben?
Oh,
to be fair, I think this one just shows how mental we can be. Because some theorists believe it was a computer game manifested in real life.
Well.
I think we've just cooked our own goose there.
So
Mark.
we've got that. Who got it right though? We've got
Nobody.
Oh, right.
Ben's just called me a skepper. Brilliant.
Right.
So yeah, we're not actually quite as mad as we thought we were because we didn't get that one right. Right, Mark, read out the scores.
Oh, Christ, all right.
Get in a bit closer. This is your moment to shine.
6. Well, I think we know the winner overall.
So how many points?
I think 1, 2, 6 questions answered correctly. Mari
got 6.
Just woken up in New Zealand, but she's already blasting away.
Everybody else? What did everybody else get?
Okay, so we've got 2 for Ben.
Oh, Ben's called himself a skepper.
Yeah, and Nick's got 3. Very good showing, and Tina came in there late entry and got 1.
Tina's been in 3 minutes and she's got 1 already. Right, Mari, I've already got your address. You're going to get a really disappointing prize. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be winging its way all the way across to New Zealand.
And you're going to go, what was the point of that? Anyway, thanks, guys. Well, we thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you want to keep going because Mark can chat shit about Christmas if you want, because we've got this. We bought this a few years ago in Glastonbury, and it's written by Andy Thomas, and he's one of our favourites, and it's all about Christmas. From Solstice to Santa, a celebration history, and it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. I always dig it out over Christmas, really, and it's because it is fascinating. All the different layers of all the different traditions, and as it says in the title there, obviously the early origins of having celebrations at the time of year that we've just had.
Should I just read the back bit?
You can read
it's a really lovely book there. It's got really nice pictures. From Solstice to Santa, a celebratory history. From mid-December each year, normality ceases and everything begins to orbit around the colourful, joyous and magical festival we know as Christmas. We dress homes and shops in beautiful decorations, plan elaborate meals and find gifts for loved ones in a spirit of goodwill. But why and where did all this come from? In an intriguing and entertaining journey, Andy Thomas uncovers a fascinating background to the festive season, from the ancient ceremonies of light in the darkness to the marking of the birth of a Messiah, from medieval Mirskule to Santas and sleighs. The time around the winter solstice has long been an occasion for rejoicing. Yet Christmas traditions have splintered into many guises, and seasonal celebration was even banned in Puritan times. This book tells the fuller story behind the sparkle and merriment and shows why, for all the modern commercialization, Christmas has survived and still has meaning for us today. It's an absolutely brilliant book. It's got the ascent of Father Christmas, Christmas tree controversies. But is there anything in there that you found interesting?
Well, I was just going to, a couple of...
Tina's going to tune in next time. We're going to do another quiz, Tina. So you're in chance. You can have your chance to win a shit prize too. Yay! Brilliant.
Thanks for coming. So yeah, just read this bit about the solstice because talking about ancient sites and megalithomania and might appeal to a few people in our chat. But it was mentioning. So even today, people gather at Stonehenge, other Neolithic complexes around the world to mark the solstices. But the importance to the ancients of the winter turning point is becoming clearer. Newgrange in Ireland was built to allow beams from the midwinter sunrise to strike the back of the burial chamber, for instance. But understanding what solstice actually means give a stronger clue as to why we celebrate Christmas when we do. Solstice is derived from the Latin word sol, sun, and sistere, to stand still, and so literally translates as the sun stands still. This describes perfectly what happens to the sun as we see it in the sky, usually on 21st or 22nd of December, obviously talking about Northern Hemisphere. The drift of day is due to small orbital variations. Very occasionally it can go forward to the 23rd or fall back to the 20th. At this point in the Earth's orbit, because of its inherent tilt, the heavens appear to pause before the cycle starts to expose the north towards the sun again. Thus, what the naked eye sees for 3 days or so from the solstice is the sun rising and setting in effectively identical places. But then, around an average of the 25th of December, positions change or begin to change, and the sun starts its first discernible climb higher into the sky, which means celebration. So that's what he's saying, probably why the 25th was chosen as Christmas Day. And then I guess that ties in, I don't think he necessarily mentions here, but when there's all the talk about with Christianity,
the sun.
Yeah. The sun rises, the sun is born, and so they tied it into that. But yeah, and I thought that was very interesting. And also, I thought it was quite interesting with Father Christmas, various different sort of like Saint Nicholas and all these different figures around the world, different forms that sort of merge into what became Father Christmas as we know it now. But one of the first was probably Odin. From the Norse legends. The earliest reference to a great being who soared in the skies around the solstice would seem to be Odin, who led the ghostly wild hunt across the sky at Yuletide. Later tales tell of his flying across the world on his curiously eight-legged horse Sleipnir, bearing gifts for the good, but in some versions abducting the bad, a trait also associated with Belsnickel, as well as Black Pete and Krampus. That's really terrifying, isn't it?
Krampus is bloody terrifying.
Right. Don't go around kids and like threatening to like fucking steal them away. It's bloody.
It looks
very
so
dark, satanic.
So
thing.
terrifying.
Yeah, it's clear to see how these things could have been drawn into the diversifying legends of Saint Nicholas, related characters, as ever more eye-widening tales of their amazing powers began to turn them into distinctly supernatural figures. The multi-legged horse may well have become the multiple legs of flying reindeer, and the wild hunt turned into a friendly tour of generosity around the globe. As to why reindeer might be flying in the first place, the shamanic cultures of the Arctic Circle, where we were about this time last year, our Norway trip.
I want to go back.
Not far from Father Christmas's home at the North Pole, may provide an answer. The Sami, or Sami people of far northern Scandinavia, are among those who celebrate the shamanic properties of the fly agaric, an attractive red psychoactive mushroom.
Yeah, it's my favourite mushroom. It's
the
one I bloody paint all the time.
Yeah.
Even when I'm trying to do a house, it always turns into the bloody fly agaric mushroom.
Yeah.
So I can be in bloody... Right, so Tina said, Odin is terrifying. Someone should tell the Reddit neckbeard. I know. Yeah. And Ben said, I can't even... Zwart Piet has been cancelled. And, yeah, Dutch racism, it says here, in full display. So protesters have rallied against a Dutch blackface tradition, but many still refuse to see how it is deeply offensive. So that is something celebrated in the Netherlands. And I've got a little picture here.
Wow.
So they have banned it.
Christ. That's terrifying.
They've banned it, though, because they say that is racist. Mm-hmm. So many in the Netherlands view Zwart Piet, Black Pete, as an innocent addition to the Dutch holiday season. But for others, the figure is deeply offensive and represents a system of inherent racism that parades under a tradition.
Well, Tina's saying Black Pete is black because he crawls through chimneys. So it's got nothing to do with racism.
This bloody world's gone mad on it, to be fair.
Yeah, as Tina says, look up old pictures of miners. They look just like that.
I know.
White guys, red lips, and frizzy hair.
Absolute racist, those miners. So it says here, Zwart Piet plays an integral part in a beloved Dutch celebration. Every November, the Sinterklaas holiday marks the arrival of the saint in the Netherlands. He comes by boat, supposedly from Spain, accompanied by his helpers, the Zwart Pieten. Parades and festivities celebrate Sinterklaas's entrance all over the country. In these celebrations, Sinterklaas is the stoic hero and Zwart Piet is his controversial helper. But they want to just... I always compare it to plasticine. We bought some plasticine this Christmas to make some little... just because we're stupid. But plasticine comes in beautiful colours. You've got blue, yellow, orange, red, absolutely beautiful colours. Now, I'm not talking about races mixing here. I'm not that person. But what they want to do, if you imagine each colour of the plasticine is a culture, they want to mix all the plasticine together and just get a lump of brown. So, I mean, in our family at the moment, we've got somebody from Malaysia, we've got somebody from Palestine, and then you've got us nutters. We literally took them all to see the mummers and the, what are they called? The mad blokes that hit sticks. What are they called?
Morris dancers.
Morris dancers. Thoroughly enjoyed it. The weirdest thing they'd ever seen in their lives. Absolutely bloody loved it. Don't get rid of the Morris dancers and the mummers. And we might potentially be going to Jordan to see... I'm not going to say why, because I'm hoping we're going to go to Jordan, because I'm hoping they're going to get married. Anyway, to see the beautiful culture out there. And then you've got the Malaysian culture, which we're being taught about by somebody in our family at the moment. But what they want to do is get the beautiful colours of the plasticine and all these beautiful different cultures, mush it all together, get rid of that, get rid of that. So you've got brown, rubbish plasticine. And I'm not talking about skin colours, and I'm not being a racist, but that's what they want to do. They want to mush it all together until it's all brown, and they want to get rid of it all.
Yeah, I seem to remember like lefties talking about globalism being a bad thing back in the day, but it's sort of twisted around now, and it's they now seem to be in favour of everyone in the world all being mushed together. But they twist like they twist everything. But yeah, but no, it's quite interesting that the old reindeer thing, it might have just been to do with hallucinations, because apparently that imbibing those mushrooms for a strong hallucinogenic effects can be perilous to health, but the detrimental qualities can be modified and the psychoactive properties enhanced if the urine of someone or something like a reindeer who has already imbibed it is drunk instead. After this, it might be easy to see a red and white figure floating across the sky, or imagine one is flying with the reindeer.
So they used to drink reindeer piss?
Yeah.
Who did?
The Sammies.
What for? Oh, what for hallucinogenic?
Yeah, so we go back to hallucinogens as well, which could... talking to Hugh Newman when I did that tour of...
Stanton Drew
and Stony Littleton, Longbarrow, he was saying he thinks hallucinogenics, similar to Graham Hancock, are like crucial in the development of humans when they, take these sort of steps. Okay, see you, Ben.
Tina's put shrooms was a Christmas tradition. I've suddenly become a traditionalist. Bye, Ben. Yeah. See you soon.
Yeah.
We won't be going much longer because I'm bloody knackered.
Yeah.
But there was two parts of this, and my bloody idiot son phoned us up and was like, oh, we can't hear you. Apparently everybody except him could. So we stopped and went on to a different live stream. So we've got two. So this is the second one.
Green Tea makes a good point. Who was the first one to discover that drinking the reindeer pee actually worked? I'll stick to McGuinness. Thanks.
Comes as no surprise. Right, guys, we'll call it a day because we're knackered. But thank you so much. We thoroughly enjoyed that, and it's really, really nice to get us all together in it. Love you all, and hopefully we'll do this next week. We might have another quiz. There'll be another prize. Maury, get prepared for your absolutely rubbish prize to come winging its way to you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. We've got to find other hats for next week.
Oh yeah, Tina doesn't know. I got a bit too hot, so I took my hat off. But we're going to have different hats every week. It's our gimmick, Tina. It's to pull people in, and they'll go, "Oh, I wonder what hat they're going to wear this week." So let's go and watch it. At the moment, that's the only one I've got. Yeah, it's a gimmick, and I got too hot and took it off. Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah. We'll say same time next week, shall we, Mark?
Yeah. Same
time next week. Love you all. Thumbs up it, subscribe, and hit a bell.
Yeah, like and share and all that malarkey.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.